So hello, and we are going to witness the grand opening of the Cater Museum, which is in Billericay High Street. And these good folk, the volunteers, are going to let us in.
We're very happy to be opening today on the day of the Christmas market, so hopefully everyone has a really nice day and enjoys coming and visiting the museum. We're looking for volunteers and trustees, so if you're interested, come and ask us and we'll give you all the information you need.
Thank you. How long has the actual the museum been closed for? Do you know?
We've been closed since COVID. We had quite a hard time over that period. I was furloughed for about as long as you could be, and we started out really slowly afterwards. But we've been doing a lot of refurbishments inside, and outside's next.
And can I ask you what sort of exhibits you've changed around or modified?
Yeah, we've got a brand new exhibition upstairs which has a video feature. We also have all sorts of new displays about the town life in Billericay, and a bit of a timeline room as well, so you can learn about all the geology all the way through to the Georgian period.
Excellent. And can you explain what volunteers you're actually looking for in more detail?
Yes, we're hoping to open on Saturday. Currently our opening times will be Tuesday and Wednesday, but we're looking for some front of house and some people in the garden as well.
So local knowledge is not necessary, you can pick it up as you go along?
Yeah, you can pick it up. It's more people that are very welcoming, willing to pitch in. That's the sort of person we're looking for.
Okay, I'll let you open up then.
Thank you very much.
Hey! Hi!
After you.
Coming in.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. But it's the history of Billericay. She's in there. That's what I'm coming to do. Oh.
And the days that they can do it, because I'm on part-time, so it's sort of a bit restricted.
Need to start researching about which one all that stuff. Have a look, Google it.
She said it's like 50-50 for a tank.
Yeah.
I think it's on I think.
Oh, it's just gorgeous, isn't it? So what shot would that have been originally now along there? Stunning, isn't it? Yeah. It Barclays, as was. Just looking at the windows, I thought, yeah, could be. I love all these little bits and pieces.
Oh yay! We're welcoming you here to the Cater Museum, open again. We hope you'll all enjoy, and we've just been up all the stairs with my family to see the lamb with two heads. Ah, bless it, bless it, bless it.
Is that your favourite exhibit?
Exhibit? Yes, yes it is, yes. I used to enjoy them all because
What about the ones in here?
I know there's some marvellous stuff. I do know this place, you know.
This is the ale section.
Well, that's good because I worked in a brewery.
So how's it going for you today?
Are you recording all
yes.
it? Oh dear.
You're the town crier.
I'm the Billericay town crier. I've just led the parade from one end of the high street to the other and back with Father Christmas, and it's a wonderful occasion. The Christmas market is organised by the Rotary Club of Billericay Mayflower, who do a fantastic job, and I just have to walk around ringing my bell making a noise. So
you're doing a grand job of it.
But the Cater Museum, I've got a lot of feeling for it because of some of my family. Because
Hi.
Hello, Ivy. wave to the man. That's it. Because I used to be duties here some years ago.
Oh, okay, like a volunteer, like a curator.
Well, no, I wasn't a curator, but I used to open the place up and close it up and all the rest of it.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Some years ago now. But,
Well, thanks for all the service you're giving.
that's all right, no.
And for putting on this fantastic...
Well, this is I am Billericay Town Crier. He has to do it.
yeah. Well, you got the voice for it.
Yeah, I've normally got a better hat on this, but it was raining, so I've got all white feathers and they go limp.
Okay. Thank you.
Made it. Coming up you come. And then noisy Billericay go down. Alright, I'm going to try and get down there. You should get a lift put in here, you know. Bring it into the 21st century.
That's exactly what we don't want.
Do you want me to take that bell from you?
No, I'll look after that. If I break it, it's down to me. It's nice of you to offer. This is a bit I don't like because you've got nothing to hold on to while you go down, have you?
No.
What was you saying? This is one of the last bells out of the Whitechapel family
yeah,
in London.
yeah.
You give it a ring?
Yeah. Oh yay! Oh yay! Oh yay! Welcome to the Cater Museum today. We're welcoming you back to the Cater Museum because it's been closed for a few years now. But we're open. It's free to come in. You'll enjoy it. Don't forget to go to the very top to find the lamb with two heads.
Thank you.
This bell is one of the last bells to come out of the Whitechapel Bell Foundry. Hello there, sir. Yeah, not bad for an old one. How are you? You want a photo?
I was just doing a little video for my friend for the museum.
All right, okay. You ready?
Thank you.
Shall I do it from in here? Come round a bit and you get... Oh yay! Oh yay! Oh yay! Welcome to the Cater Museum today. It's just reopened after being closed for a number of years and it's all been refurbished, but you've still got the antiques that were in here before. And don't forget to go to the top floor where you will see the lamb with two heads. Oh, bless it. Oh. Ba, ba. But there we are, folks. It's a wonderful place to go. It's free to come in. You don't get many of those these days. So, folks, come in here. There's a wonderful crew of people who look after this place and enjoy a trip round. It may be a small building, but it's on 3 floors and it's got lots to see historically. So, folks, don't delay. In the meantime, enjoy the rest of Billericay Christmas Market. Enjoy all the stalls and all the things that are going on. So folks, I wish you all the very best and wish you a Merry Christmas. Thank you. Excuse me. You all right? What do you want, a photo? Probably taking a photo, Ollie?
Oh, with the doggy? Yes.
Thank you for coming in. Thank you. Yeah.
Enjoy, girls.
Two-headed cat. Yeah.
Were you surprised to see
Yeah.
that?
The Cater Museum's history is not so old. It's established in 1958, but the building we look at, number 74, goes back to the 1700s. And what's even more interesting is a building stood here in the year 1588, the year of the Spanish Armada. Remember, this was a time when Queen Elizabeth I rallied her troops at Tilbury and King Philip of Spain had massed 124 warships off the English coast. At some point the old Tudor building was pulled down to make way for number 74, but one timber still survives just above the doorway there. Notice in the centre the monogram IB 1588. For I believe it stands for Elizabeth the I, and the letter B is for Bess, as the people called her. Could this be the ruffles of the Queen's headdress? Remember, I'm purely speculating. To the left, we've got the date. And to the right, we've got the letter M, which I've got no idea of. Perhaps it was a victory, a celebration of our victory over the Spanish, but who knows? We now race forward to the year 1823. The smell of leather and glue, the sound of hammering nails filled the building. For Francis Hopwood and his wife Anne ran a saddler's business from here, making leather horse saddles and bridles. Now when you visit here, look upon this worn floor on the first level. For I suspect, marked by the saddler's tools, countless saddlers would lay out leather hides on these old boards. You can still see some of the tool marks. So picture the scene. It's 1958 and Clara walks through these rooms one last time. Her husband Fred was in fact the last saddler here, and now he's gone. So Clara has sold number 74. And are these Fred's tools? And some excellent pictures caught in the time. And even as a young man, and look at the uniform he's wearing from World War One. I think he was a corporal. The new owners. Now Alice Cater would buy number 74. Her goal was to establish a town museum in memory of her husband William Cater. Alice and William both shared a love of history and archaeology. And the Cater Museum of Billericay was officially opened on May the 7th, 1960 by Mrs. Cater. So I will show you some of my favourite exhibits. Christopher Martin's bedroom door. As you climb the ground floor stairs, you pass this magnificent Tudor door. It is believed to have been a bedroom door to number 80 to 82 Billericay High Street, one of Christopher Martin's properties. Now in 1620, Christopher Martin was the Mayflower ship's first governor and one of her purchasing agents. And isn't that something? Chain mail glove. So our second object which has caught my eye was found in a garden near Norsey Woods. And if we look in this display cabinet, we'll see it. So it's a chain mail glove with butted links. Now remember, in 1381 the Peasants' Revolt ended badly for the retreating Essex men in the Battle of Norsey Woods, where 500 were slain. Now it would have taken weeks to make this glove, and whoever owned it was most likely nobility. So if you climb the very top of the stairs, you'll come across my third favourite display. The inns and pubs of Billericay and brewing. It's the original sign from the Blue Boar. And just look at this, is this a flagon of some sort? Look, the alcohol's poured out of his hat. If we look below in the cabinet, we can see these copper ale warmers from the White Hart. This clay bottle's really caught my eye. Comes from the Crown Inn. It's got the marker's or the maker's mark on the bottom there. Look at that, Lambeth. And just look at these pewter measuring jugs. So to the right we've got a 2-pinter and then the other's a 1 pint. You could just make out the White Hart on there. Now that large ceramic vessel in the background is actually a wine carrier. Just look at that, can you make that out? 1792, Billericay. I did notice the other sort of carrier in the window. 1799. So now we shall talk with Katie, the museum's curator. I can't get the words out of my mouth. So firstly, thank you very much for allowing me in. It's an absolute dream to record this museum. So how did you get involved with the Cater Museum in the first place?
I started out as a volunteer. My dad knew one of the former trustees through a society in the town, and they were looking for volunteers, so I started out as a volunteer, and then when members of staff need to take holiday, I filled in, and so I was essentially bank staff, and then eventually when the previous curator Christine retired, I took on her role.
Oh, okay. And what can you tell me about this lovely room we're standing in now?
This is our sort of Victorian sitting room. We've got some quite quintessential Victorian items in here. We've got our Staffordshire dogs. We've got some which were Victorian craze, fern collecting craze. And the cupboards that are in this room came directly from the Eales's original sitting room, which was directly below where we're standing.
Oh, excellent.
So this room would have been most likely, at one time or another, it would have been a family bedroom, but other times it was rented out to lodgers. So it would have been their either sitting room or their bedroom.
So basically, as you come through this museum, most of the rooms have changed over the decades and centuries anyway.
Yeah, so obviously the two shops down below wouldn't have been there initially. The 74B would have been the saddler's shop with the workshop behind. 74A was the sitting room.
Okay.
And a number of the rooms were bedrooms. In the Second World War, the Eales's friendly, she was called, she wasn't a staff member, she was the friendly helper.
Okay.
She stayed in, she was in the top floor, but because of the air raid she moved down to this floor.
Okay, thank you very much. So we're now on the top floor and we're back with Katie, who's going to talk about one of her favourite exhibits. So what can you tell me about this exhibit here?
It's more of my favourite story really that we found while we were investigating artists of the area. So Felicia Brown was a paid up member of the Communist Party of Great Britain. She travelled all over Europe when she was younger, with acting as a stonemason, and she also did metalwork. She was a fabulous cubist artist, as you can see in these images. And while she was travelling, she ended up in Berlin at the time when the Nazi Party were on the rise. So she did take part in anti-Nazi demonstrations and a little bit of street fighting as well. So she's a pretty cool person.
So being in the Communist Party, she was definitely not popular in Germany.
No. And,
oh, okay.
So throughout the 20s and 30s, she did a lot of travelling. She visited Soviet Russia in the early 30s, and that's when when on her return, she joined the Communist Party.
Wow.
So while she was a patient at Guy's Hospital, she came to the attention of the MI5 and the Special Branch after trying to recruit the nurses to communism. And in 1936, her and her friend Edith Bone travelled to Spain for the People's Olympiad, which was a protest for the Olympics being held in Nazi Germany. So it was a protest event, but with sports and things like that. And they arrived in Barcelona at the outbreak of the Spanish Civil War. They kept up in the fighting. Felicia joined a communist militia in defence of the Spanish Republic against the nationalists led by Franco, General Franco. And she was in, I think it was the same year, 1936, her group were ambushed, and she was killed while trying to assist one of her comrades. Her body wasn't recovered, but her sketch was, which is why we have these images. And these are the contents from the MI5 file and the Special Branch file, which show that her post was being delivered to different areas in Billericay.
I can see them. Can see Billericay and everything. MI5. Okay.
Yeah. So she She lived at a place called Yggdrasil, which is near Norsywood, but her post was delivered to a neighbour on Brackendale Road and also to an address on Stanley Street, or Stanley Terrace, which is off Sun Street. So she knew that her post was being intercepted by perhaps MI5 and Special Branch, but her method of trying to counter this, they managed to notify.
Is that a picture of Felicia up there?
Yes, this is her passport photo. Sketchbook was recovered, so we're very lucky to have these images that she created. We've got one of the what we believe is one of the cooks that ran the Republican kitchens. We've got the Republican fighter Maria Petra, and we've got an image of a deer. But she wasn't just an illustrator, as I said, she was a stonemason and a metal worker as well.
Is she wearing clogs?
It could be, definitely something comfy. If you work in a kitchen, you need comfy shoes.
Thank you very much.
That's all right.
So basically Katie has created this room, which we're going to talk a little bit about. So this room used to be carpentry objects, was it? Is that correct?
Yeah, mostly woodworking, but we gave it the new title of Town Life, so it was something that we wanted to, little snippets of what you might do in your daily life around the town. So we've got displays on Billericay's own money when that was necessary. We've got displays about banking and post office.
You're talking about the tokens?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So Billericay's own money. So in the 1600s, a few local businessmen minted their own trading tokens, which were used in the locality when lower denomination coins were scarce.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a few interesting objects regarding the inns and pubs of Billericay, some information about our textile trade, which was small but not insignificant. My favourite item in this room is the Blue Boar sign.
Yeah, that's splendid, isn't it?
From the original Blue Boar, which is not too far away from the current position. Just
where would that be? Because I've got no idea where the original was.
It's only a couple of doors from from where it is currently, but it was significantly smaller. It was more of a building rather than the one we have now.
Okay.
We also have in this room our video displays, so these will be rotating. The current one we have is 2 videos taken from the morning of the Zeppelin crash in 1916. It features all the people that were arriving in the town who'd witnessed the Zeppelin, the dogfight, and then the Zeppelin crash after that, and they all came on their bikes.
So this is taking place in Great Bursted, isn't it?
Yes, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. We've also got a small display regarding the Harrington shop. A few other smaller.
Is that here?
That's this side. Yeah. So the Harrington shop was
Oh wow.
a second-hand dealer.
Oh, okay.
And they sold anything and everything you could possibly want, I think.
So they're literally selling meat or feet and inches back then, wasn't it? Of
Yes.
rope and yarn
Yes.
or whatever. Oh, look at
Yeah.
that. So this has all been donated by people that own the businesses, I guess.
Yes.
Relatives.
Some of them were donated by relatives. Some were by the businesses, and a lot of the objects. We do have some objects in the museum that aren't related to Billericay, but we are trying to work out what to do with those currently.
Well, thank you, Katie, for your time. You're really knowledgeable, and good luck with the museum. And like we talked about, well, I asked you at the beginning about volunteers.
Yes.
If you want any volunteers, all they've got to do is contact you.
Yeah, so we have a contact page on the website. We're currently just confirming the roles, the volunteer roles. So once we've done that, they'll be on the website as well, so everyone can have a look, see if there's anything that they might be suited to. We're also looking for trustees, so that will be on the same website. So just contact me and I can get back to you and we can see how you can help the museum.
Well, thanks again, Katie. Thank you very much.
It's all right.
So we can see today how number 74 is divided into 3 different properties. We've got a clothes shop here and we've got a toy shop here. So here we can see that the original 74 in the centre has now been divided to 74A on the left, which is a fine clothes shop. And we can see 74B, which is a toy shop. Sorry, it's a vintage collectible shop. Well, I hope you enjoyed that and thank you very much for watching. So please come and visit, but check the website first for times and opening days.